Move on to department activity.
Okay, this is from the period of March 6th to April 2nd. I'd like to thank Lieutenant T.J. White for helping create this document. Some notable incidents. On March 8th, a Queens, New York subject voluntarily surrendered to the department on an active rearrest warrant stemming from her failure to appear at Stamford Superior Court in March of 2024. The original charges included identity theft, criminal impersonation, larceny, forgery, and payment card theft. On March 19th, officers responded to a domestic violence incident at a residence on the Post Road. The investigation identified a Norwalk resident as the suspect. With the assistance of Norwalk police, the suspect was located and apprehended. He was processed on domestic violence charges and held on $2 million bond, which he was unable to meet. In November of 2024, detectives were contacted by a local bank regarding an identity theft and larceny that occurred at 2 separate locations in Darien. A thorough investigation linked a Bronx, New York resident to similar crimes in North Carolina and Westport. The suspect was later arrested in New York and then extradited to the Darien Police Department on March 19th. On March 31st, a Fairfield, Connecticut subject turned themselves in based on an arrest warrant involving the larceny of Rolex watches that were taken from a Shady Acres resident that occurred this past February. On March 31st, a Norwalk, Connecticut subject was arrested and charged for multiple voyeurism charges stemming from an investigation that started in January of this year. On April 2nd, detectives took custody of a Hoppage, I'm not sure how to say that. New York. Hoppage?
You have to be from New York.
Sorry. New York, my apologies. Subject based on 2 active warrants stemming from 2 separate domestic violence incidents. One warrant was from 2023 and the other was from earlier this year. Some statistics, we had 6 domestic disturbance incidents, 1 domestic violence incident, 12 identity theft incidents. We had 3 motor vehicle burglaries, 1 unlocked, 2 locked, no forced entry, 2 stolen motor vehicles, 30 motor vehicle accidents, 4 had injuries, 8 were on private property, 281 traffic stops, and 1,085 calls for service. Some other highlights here were Traffic Officer Bud took part in a joint traffic enforcement effort with Norwalk Police on March 14th, focusing on citizen complaints regarding speeding and no-through truck violations in the area of Tokenique Road and Rowayton. There were 55 motor vehicle stops conducted with 49 infractions issued. Patrol officers attended Norotan Presbyterian's Touch a Truck event on March 15th. And then on March 26th, Detective Sylvan Vigil gave a presentation to the Darien Human Services Planning Council about common scams that are targeting the elderly. And all patrol personnel took part in an annual active shooter training over 3 sessions in March, instructed by our use of force instructors along with, the training was held at Thorndale Circle's commercial property.